G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, it's time to get down here and actually start rearranging train tracks and stuff. Now, I've got our lovely outpost train here, which brings us all sorts of goodies. And I've finally decided I'm going to let it start unloading train stops, which means we're going to have a bunch of train stations put down with names and stuff we don't understand, like Yaddy and Tom and like, yep. At the same time, I've decided it's time we get some actual speed modules down here. So the bots are going to go, oops, a little bit crazy, which is hopefully fine. And hopefully we don't bottom out the power too much. So, like, the train only brings down 100 at a time, or 200 at a time, so it hopefully shouldn't be too many. That our power just dies on us, but you can see that we've still got, we've still got the steam turbines turning on at the main base. This power extra boost setup that we've got. It's still turning on, even though a lot of this has been pulled up already. Yeah, there's still some left, but a lot of it's been ripped up already and loaded on the train, which all had speed modules, so in theory we should be okay. Okay, so let's start the start. Let's start the start and try and work our way backwards. So we've got our science popped down. Our science is... actually, let's start naming some of these stations. So, labs, rocket science. Cool, I'm smart. And actually, at the same time... No, I'm already requesting those. I want to request those. Does my train bring trains? Outpost train. No, the train does not load trains. Okay, that's going to be a problem we're going to have to sort out. Not now. That's a future us problem, not a current us problem. Okay, so we've got our labs. Right now, this is going to be fed by a 2. That's a lot of construction robots. That makes me feel a bit better. Excellent. 212. Being it's for rocket science, that should be more than enough. And then we're going to have to fill at this end. Okay, so that. Come on. Train station. There. Okay, so that should get us rocket science from A to B. Easy enough. And we've still got all our rocket components, which are separate, which are being fed by 242. Yes, okay. So we've got... What the hell is this build? Rocket control units? No, low density structures. Yeah, low density structures. Okay, so we're going to have to start signaling everything as we go. Chain signal, chain signal, chain signal. Full signal. Chain, no, chain. Chain. Okay, and so this is going to be a double-headed train. Yep. So again, we're going to try and work out where the hell our station's going to go and actually have some stations. 2, 4, about there. Now's also the time when we're going to have to look over our our actual builds and make sure there's no glaring boo-boos and mistakes that have been made. Because that's going to be fairly important as well. Now, I've only got 2 on the underload, so I'm hoping 2 on the load should be more than enough. And you guys are going to do low density structures at a rate of 200 each, which is a full wagon between the two the two chests. Can I make power go that way? I can. Okay, so you're going to be... Alright, we're going to move all these... we're going to have to work out some sort of naming convention. Let's go with Z. No, $, low density structures. And... low density structures in, low density structures out. Oops. Out. Done. Okay. So I got low density structures done. Fueling, I'm just ignoring for the moment entirely. Not dealing with it. At all. Fueling is a later problem. Okay. I don't know where this second train line goes. Train track goes. Alright, so that's low density structures in. Okay, so we need a rocket control unit. And again, it's a 2-2-2. 2-4-2. Although I'm hopefully going to be able to convert that into a go away fueling, not dealing with you. No, go away signal. Oh crap. Okay. That can go away, and we're just going to hook that up to there. I don't know what it is. It's a problem for later. Where's my train stops? Okay, so you're going to have to go there. You can't go any further back because the roboports. 2 go away substation 2 go away all of you and you 2. Okay, so this will be the rocket control units. 200 copy paste. And then if I get rid of that unloader, that's power settled. Okay. Oh, thanks autosave. Right when I'm trying to do stuff. Done. We have a massive loop. Let's try and straighten out our track a little bit. Now we know what we're doing with it. Okay, can I come back another tile? Yep. Okay. So, rocket control unit. Drop with a $sign in front so we know it's done. And rocket control unit. Oh no, hang on. Out. Let's try and get the naming convention in the correct. And in. Okay. Now, okay, I'm not signaling this at the moment. At all. Because it's one train. Now, I don't know if the trains are going to be fast enough that I can just do this with one train, just going around and around and around. I may need a second train, so one's loading whilst one's unloading. It's something I'm trying to avoid, because it would be technically more efficient to have just one train doing the loop. Okay, and then that's where rocket fuel is. So rocket fuel I could either belt all the way across, because it is less than one belt of rocket fuel. Or I could attach a train here, run a train all the way up through here into here. Either or are both perfectly acceptable answers. I just don't know what the answer is currently. Are you bringing stuff or not? You're definitely not bringing nearly enough train stops, but okay. Alright, so... Alright, time to have a look at our what do we call it? Our satellites. Alright, so this is accumulators in. Okay, dollar accumulator in. And accumulators stack really, really high, and we don't need a lot of them, so that's it done. Nothing special there. On top of that, this build needs what? It needs steel, it needs iron, oh, and it needs copper that we never hooked up, which has got to come from here. Somehow. And acid. Acid's the other thing that we never hooked up either. In fact, none of the acids we've ever hooked up. Alright, so you need copper and iron to make green circuits, plus you need plastic. Okay, let's start with the basics. Let's start with steel, because it's right there. Yeah, all the steel trains we did decide were going to be much shorter. Did I build one? No. I never got around to actually building a steel train. But they were going to be much shorter. They were going to be like a 2-2? Let's make it even shorter. Okay, 2-2. Let's go with a 2-2. So dollar steel in sats. So that's steel in for the satellites, which is going to come from here and from here. In theory, on a loop station, which, yeah, we can do a loop station. We can bring it up and back out somehow. So that's steel. Then we got iron. Iron's going to be a full-length train. So it's going to be like a 510. Iron. Oh, in sats. Sats. Which will be unload, 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 unload. Yep, more unload, more unload. Okay. There's no point hooking that up further north yet. And there's no need for those pipes, so they can go. And potentially you can go as well. Because I think I'm going to bring in, well, I'm definitely going to bring in acid on this side. So let's do, I don't have any pumps. It's alright, we know roughly what we're doing. That goes there with then you two can represent a pump. Come on, craft faster. Storage tank. Other way around. Storage tank there with then those two and a train track. Okay, so you're gonna be dollar acid in sats. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna go over here somewhere. And that could be potentially a 1-1 train. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be ultra short. Yeah, and I can't. Oh, I was going to try and put it this way. No, I can't do it that way. Okay. So then we still need plastic. Ew. Well, actually, we need plastic and we need... So, hang on. Let's shorten you. Pick that back up. You two line up there. Pull that back up. Because we also need plastic. And we don't need a vast amount of plastic. We just need a little bit of plastic. I don't know how much, because I can't max rank calculator this, because it's obviously missing all its speed modules. But, and I can't even look up, or I can look up. I was going to say, I can't look up the Kirk McDonald calculator because I'm at the old house with no internet still. So, yeah. But the Kirk McDonald calculator says I need 2K per minute. So how tight can we get these train stations in? Okay, deconstruct all that. If I put that there, I could then unload right there, and I could do acid and plastic all on the same train. So you become acid and plastic. Oh, caps lock. Plastic in for the satellites. So we need an iron still, and we need a copper. actually just copy and paste. And again, I can't... Ooh, I can now see. So I need 11k copper. And I have 5k left over here. Nothing left over here. What did the copper build do? 24k. Okay. Whilst I'm looking at this, you can go and you can go. Actually, let's do this one sideways. You can go. This is going to be the problem, time and time again. Power and yeah, power routes one way and the robot network routes a different way. It's going to be the same problem over and over and over for every one of these builds. Hopefully the bots will just clean it up correctly and not leave stuff hanging over. I doubt it. I know what bots are like. They're going to leave shit behind. Repeatedly. Okay. So we do plastic and acid, one train. A copper train is going to be a whole separate problem. And I think my easiest answer is just plop down a half copper build. So let's actually get that done. Which is not something I really wanted to do, to be honest. I really thought we were done with builds, but obviously not. Set you back to trees and rocks, and be gone. All be gone. Okay. Put some train tracks. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna leave 4 spacing, which is more than overkill, but at this point of the game, I really don't want to have to move builds over one tile. I think I'm really beyond that. Which actually brings me to another topic. So I watched the Philip DeFranco show. He's big on YouTube, been on YouTube for decades, or a decade rather, and covers news and that sort of stuff. All right, and unfortunately, because of the busy lifestyle I live. And the fact that I don't have a TV aerial and a certain amount, because I don't give a shit, I don't get a lot of news content apart from what I might hear on the radio whilst driving the car. So he covered it today that there's been a lot of YouTubers recently, you know, posting burnout videos and saying, you know, I'm not burnt out, but I'm suffering a bit of burnout. I'm going to take a little bit of time off, which I fully understand. I haven't burnt out yet, at least from YouTube. There's been lots of things that have just got to me, like moving, which has led to a bit of burnout, and recording double content, for lack of a better description, because of school holidays or this or that, or you know, going on holidays myself. Okay, so that should be a big enough copper build. And I think that's still too big, but that should be more than enough to get things rolling at least. So yeah, I was noticing that, and I watched that video, and I'm like, okay, you know, I certainly understand where some of these people come from, where they suffer burnout, because yeah, although I love doing YouTube, there are definitely days where I wake up and go, no, today's not the day. Actually, you probably noticed in the last couple of episodes previous to this one, I spent probably just as much of the episode yawning as not yawning, because I'm just exhausted from moving and this and that and everything else. By the same token, I really don't want to I don't want to leave you guys without a video for a day. I'm actually a little bit peeved that no internet caused me all these hassles. And had I did consider, and I did ask them, you know, what was the cost, and I could have paid out my existing contract and signed a new contract and got a new modem for free for $30 extra, basically. But it would have meant that I definitely had internet hooked up at the new place. And then internet disconnected at the old place. And I really did consider it. But then I also considered how poor we are on a week-to-week basis after doing everything and just moving and all the costs associated with moving. I'm like, no. Surely they can't fuck this up. Well, boy, was I wrong. They fucked it up good and proper. Oh, sorry, language. I'm getting better, but, you know, this just frustrates the hell out of me. Okay, there is no way I'm going to be able to do a loop station here. But we do need half the amount. So we should be able to just put a train station up here. And this one could be a point-to-point. AKA double-headed train. So that is dollar, copper in sats. Now building in out sats. Okay. Why are you flashing storage? Oh, because you're not hooked up to the main network. No, I disconnected things here. Okay, so we need to go fix that. Because that'll mean this will self-build, which is one less thing I have to worry about. So yeah, I've definitely had days when I'm like, nope, today is not the day. And I think I mentioned on Will's stream recently that, you know, I do treat this very much like a full-time job. You'll find I'm up every day to record. I stream when I can. I don't make promises when it comes to streaming. I try my absolute hardest, but I make absolutely no promises. Because I treat it like a full-time job. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is my full-time job. But I want it to become my full-time job. So I really, really treat it like my full-time job. Oh, hang on. Was there a train track? Ha-ha! That's my copper train track that I completely overlooked. Okay. Good one, JD. You screwed shit up again. Alright, so that goes away. That goes away. That goes there. Copy that. Paste that there. At least I noticed the screw up when it was only half constructed, eh? Right? I get bonus points for that, don't I? Pack it all up. Pack it all up. I need undo commands. Please, 017. Come faster. Really? They're all assigned to other bots? Yeah, everything's without power now. And all these bots were coming to build stuff and now have nowhere to go. There we go. My bots will finish off whatever's left. Done. Okay, so that's that problem solved. You need to get much shorter. Okay, so there's a steel line, which is going to be a double-headed train. Okay, so that's around the wrong way. $1. Steal outside. So yeah, like I said, I won. I do treat this like my full-time job. So because I treat it like my full-time job, I no matter what, I get up and I record. Unfortunately, I don't make enough money from it for it to be a full-time job. And both me and the missus know that I'm on borrowed time, for lack of a better word. Eventually, either this becomes something I earn enough money from to keep being a full-time job, or it doesn't. This is why I ask, and I hope that you guys continue to support me via Patreon, via watching and putting up with the ads, by swinging over to Twitch and dropping your Twitch Prime subscriptions. If you're already paying for Twitch Prime, you know, it all helps. It all goes towards keeping me doing this full time. Okay, so that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. And then we got iron and crap going everywhere else. So, I'm going to leave this one right here, because we're up to 30 minutes, and we've got the start of things organised. Obviously, there's signalling and other things that are still needed to finish off satellites. A lot of signalling, and we'll have to work out where that train check goes. Like, what the hell is this? Like 400 coal. Yeah. Like I said, we're going to do something about resources in generally. Alright. I'm not sure what at this stage, but we're gonna do something. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm gonna come and deconstruct this and have the bots deal with this crap. And when that's done, we'll do the next episode where we do more tweaking and moving things and rearranging and all that sort of fun stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, excuse my rants, but it's going to be a bit like that for the next couple of episodes whilst I rearrange and work out what the hell we're going to do. And I will see you in the next one. All right.